Dr. Rao, good evening. This is Sam Palavan. This is the Sync Session Paper 3 presentation, a brief overview of differences in thinking patterns and how they affect today's leaders' decision-making processes. Learning material used for this paper has been The Leadership Experience by Richard Daft. Leaders' challenges. Leaders have to deal with individuals with different personalities. They have to resolve business issues with varying degrees of complexity. Social media can be a leader's best friend, but when there is a negative feedback, social media will be the leader's worst enemy. Leaders need to be agile thinkers to make quick and effective decisions that in harsh situations can save the followers, the customers, and the business as a whole. There are some tools that leaders can use to mitigate the challenges. Psychological interaction between the leader and the followers is very important. Cognitive analysis have paved the way to conceptualize the human thought process. One of the prominent concepts in the 20th century resulting from these cognitive analysis is the whole brain model introduced by Ned Herman, a former GE CEO. Herman's whole brain model describes the individual's thinking process, which is useful in identifying behavior and leadership style. The Herman whole brain model is based on recognizing 4 distinct quadrants in the human brain. A quadrant, the upper left, logical, analytical, fact-based, and quantitative. B quadrant, lower left, organized, sequential, planned, and detailed. The C quadrant, lower left, interpersonal, feeling-based, kinesthetic. D quadrant, upper right, holistic, intuitive, integrating, and synthesizing. HBDI. What is HBDI? HBDI is a survey taken by an individual to assess mental preference. The Herman Brain Dominance Instrument, HBDI, is a system to measure and describe thinking processes in people developed by William Ned Herman while leading management education at General Electric. It is a type of cognitive style measurement, a model that is often compared to psychological assessments, such as the Myers-Briggs type indicator. An effective leader's mental preference. Depending on the situation, effective leaders are able to use all 4 quadrants to achieve a superb flexibility in making quick decisions under tough circumstances. I would like to mention an example of an effective leader who has used all 4 quadrants. Angela Arnett is currently Apple's Senior Vice President of Retail. She was invited to accept the role by Tim Cook. Angela Arnett used to be the CEO of Burberry. Angela Arnett's effective and versatile thinking style has used the broad spectrum of thinking styles, all 4 quadrants. She's been using quadrant 8 to make rational and quantitative decision making. She's used quadrant B to control the company's finances. She's been effectively using quadrant C for positive interpersonal relationships with the followers and the customers. And finally, she's been effectively using quadrant D to be creative and to be a holistic thinker. Quadrant deep thinking style has given her ability to transform at larger scale Apple's retail business, and it also has given her to be a visionary. This concludes my presentation for Sync Session Paper 3. Thank you for your attention.